time for one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Hey Arnold, created by Craig Bartlett, ran from 1996 to 2004 with a sequel movie in 2017. It follows a boy named Arnold and the residents of his town of Hillwood, including his friend Gerald, the bully with a secret crush on him Helga, and a whole bunch of others. Seriously, this was mostly an ensemble show, and I love it. To this day, it's my second favorite Nick show. I love the characters, it's funny, there's a lot of heart, and the atmosphere is so damn good. Now with that said, there were still a few bad episodes. The most infamous is Arnold betrays Iggy, but everyone's talked about that one. I want to talk about another episode that's disliked, enough that on the Hey Arnold wiki, most of the article is taken up by how much fans hate it. This is the season 3 episode, Girl Trouble, written by Bartlett himself. It starts in class with them all learning about parallelograms, as Helga sits in the back fawning over Arnold. As great as this show is, this was always my least favorite part, and we'll get to why later. But time to start working on a history project, a diagram of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
At last, my love, the history project. After weeks of Machiavellian scheming, I've arranged to work side by side with you.
Okay, my first problem with the Helga liking Arnold thing, it was almost never funny. I mean, Helga's voice actress tries and it could lead to funny jokes later on, but the crush itself was almost never funny. It basically amounts to Helga saying some fancy lovey-dovey words and usually ends with her punching Brady.
Man, Phoebe, we drew the short straws on this team. Look at the clowns we have to work with. Football head and tall hair boy.
Yeah, she's just a bully. I get why she is, but it's still not fun to watch. Arnold and Helga start fighting over who gets to paint and who gets to make the buffalo.
Make your own buffalo.
You are making the buffalo, Arnoldo.
I am not making the buffalo, Helga. Pretty good buffalo, Arnold.
Womp womp. Helga hates the buffalo and throws it away. And that leads me to bring up one of my big problems with this episode. Helga is too mean. I already said that her cruelty was rarely funny, but here it's been dialed up to 11. She seems like she is actively trying to make Arnold hate her. She puts glue on his chair. Why?
Big bottle of glue and someone's box of feathers.
Hey, look, Arnold's a bird.
Hey, Mr. Simmons, are you gonna do something about this? No? Just stand there and look? Okay. Outside, she makes him walk in gum. That's not even a good prank. Like, at least the glue and feathers took effort. This is just lazy.
Oh, yes, laugh, Helga, laugh. Yet it is a hollow sound. Arnold, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? This goes beyond teasing just because you like someone. This is straight up abuse.
Arnold, would that you could see through this vain disguise and realize that my cruelties are merely a lost and lonely soul's cry for attention.
Yeah, Nicholas Cruz and Anders Breivik were just looking for attention too. Well, at least Grandma's always a good source of comedy.
I have no idea why a little girl would behave like that.
What were you like when you were a little girl, Grandma?
Well, I think I was quite sweet. Well, I can't remember anything before last week, actually.
When you drink as much as I do, it all becomes a blur. He talks to Phil and he tells him she probably likes him.
Sounds like maybe she likes you, Arnold.
Helga? Are you kidding?
Come on, Arnold. She always picks on you in particular.
Yeah, this whole Helga teasing Arnold because she likes him thing is one of the few things in this show that aged badly. I'm not saying it was ever okay, but I remember this happening a lot in kids shows where if a character likes someone else, then they picked on them. Now I'm not saying that never happens in real life, but usually they're just assholes who want to bully someone. So Phil tells him the story of a girl he went to school with named Gertie.
That Gertie was downright impossible. Always calling me names.
Move it, shin boy, I'm walking here.
Spoiler alert, it's Grandma. That's right, kids. That person bullying you, like literally causing you physical pain, you'll marry them someday.
What did you do about Gertie, Grandpa?
Well, I asked my father for advice.
What did he say?
Never eat raspberries. The only advice I ever got from him.
Not saying that's bad advice, but not exactly helpful in this situation. So the next day we get this weird edit. The hell was that? Helga tries to be nice by complimenting his buffalo, but can't hold it in.
I mean, yeah, if you want to call a pathetic little blob a buffalo.
They start fighting over the paint, leading to this.
You want the paint?
Hey!
What, did you all only notice when it happened to her?
Good heavens! Arnold? Arnold, this is so not like you. As much as it hurts me, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give you detention for this.
Excuse me, you didn't give Helga detention for the feather thing yesterday, and she started it. You can see the evidence on his shirt. And that's why I hate this episode more than Arnold betrays Iggy. He gets punished for doing nothing but fighting back at being bullied.
How come you're all covered in paint?
Helga poured it on me, so I poured some on her.
What? Oh my word, you snapped, Arnold!
No, he just did something any kid would do when pushed too far, especially when the school won't do anything.
Well, you may be stuck with this girl for a long time, so you better try and make peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Helga and apologize.
No. Well, he does, and while she's secretly flattered, she can't tell him that.
Yeah, an agreement. That sounds great. Have my people call your people and we'll draw up the papers. Yeah, in your dreams, football head. Like I'm ever gonna agree with you about anything. And don't ever call me at my house, ever, again, ever!
So, Mr. Bartlett, am I supposed to like her or not? I really hate this episode. I mean, it still has some of the Arnold charm that stops it from being unwatchable, but goddamn it doesn't work. Helga's meanness has been up so much that she's not even remotely tolerable. The fact that Arnold gets tortured and then punished the one time he fights back is infuriating, and it basically tells kids to learn to love their own abusers. I'm sure that's not what they intended, but that's what comes across. It's what I thought when I was little. Yeah, this sucked a lot, but the show is still one of my favorites, and it holds up ridiculously well. If you haven't seen it, I say check it out. There's little in it that's dated. Well, tomorrow we'll head to James K. Polk Middle School to look at a live action show. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Get it. What does it mean?